Let's now move on and shift our focus to the latest coming in from Karnataka. Viewers, DK's era is set to begin in Karnataka. DK Shivkumar is all set to be sworn in as Karnataka's next Chief Minister on 3rd of June, which is tomorrow. Ahead of the mega swearing-in ceremony, the Chief Minister designate, in fact, will be meeting Congress High Command, including Lok Sabha Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi in the national capital, to seek final approval for his list of ministers. The meeting was originally scheduled for Monday but was deferred due to Rahul Gandhi's unavailability. This is what sources have told us. Karnataka leaders are here in the national capital and they are meeting the High Command. Lots of meetings lined up today before a final decision, in fact, is taken on who all are going to be taking oaths tomorrow along with DK Shivkumar. This is the latest update that we are getting right now. Let's go across to Neha. I believe Imran is going to be joining us in just a bit, but this is the update that we are getting at this point in time. And ahead of the mega swearing-in ceremony, DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah to meet top brass today. All eyes are on the crucial meeting at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence ahead of the mega swearing-in ceremony tomorrow of DK Shivkumar. So from tomorrow in Karnataka, DK Shivkumar's era is going to start, but who all are going to be part of his cabinet, that remains to be seen. And at the same time, there's still speculation over the deputy chief ministers. How many deputy chief ministers will he have with him? Let's go across to my colleague Imran joining us live right now for more on this. Imran, give us more details of the crucial meetings that are lined up in the national capital.
Well, you see that right now today is the important day for Karnataka as far as concerned. The Chief Minister designate DK Shivkumar and the Chief Minister in caretaker Siddaramaiah both are there, trying to ensure that their supporters and followers are make it most in the cabinet. Now, the first round of meetings will happen between Surjewala, General Secretary of the party, K.C. Venugopal, and Siddaramaiah. Then they'll take the list. We'll go with DK, and along with the AC President Mallikarjun Kharge, they finalize all the names, and after that they will take it to our chief for a final approval. And what we're getting to know from sources is that the meeting will likely to go on till late in the evening, and also the fact that there are many of the senior ministers who were earlier part of the cabinet, part of the Siddaramaiah's government, will very likely to make it, and they will all also likely to retain same portfolio. So one or two ministers are looking for change of portfolio. But matter will be under discussion on what happens in the meeting which will come there. We also had brought out the list of 10 junior ministers who will be likely to, new faces will be inducted into the cabinet. That list also last time we broke with looking at the caste and region combination, what they're trying to bring into it. But the June 3rd, what we get into from sources that most likely 10 to 12 ministers will take oath, and the next will be on June 8th is what we get into information from our party sources.
Right, and also we have now the order of the meetings today. First, Surjewala, Randeep Surjewala and K.C. Venugopal will meet Siddaramaiah, and then they will sit with DK Shivkumar, and after that they will meet the AICC president. And the final meeting we have learnt is going to happen with Rahul Gandhi. Imran, request you to stay on with us, and like you had told us, you access the list of probable ministers in DK Shivkumar's cabinet. Let's tell our viewers about that, what we know so far. Now, sources have told Times Now viewers that around 10 ministers are expected to take oath alongside DK Shivkumar on 3rd of June, which is tomorrow. Among the notable names are Yatindra Siddaramaiah, Ponnanna, a long-time Siddaramaiah loyalist, and Nagendra, former Minister of Youth Empowerment, Sports and ST Welfare. Now, the proposed cabinet appears to strike a fine balance across castes and communities. If the list of probables remains unchanged, then DK Shivkumar cabinet is expected to include 3 OBC ministers, 2 SC ministers, 2 Vocaliga ministers, 1 ST minister, and at least 1 Muslim minister, reflecting a broad social representation of almost all the castes and communities there. So this is the update that we are getting at this point in time. Let's quickly go back to my colleague Imran for a quick word on. Okay, before I go across to Imran, we have some more breaking inputs coming in at this point in time, and we have learned that There was a meeting earlier that took place between DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah as well. It's their breakfast meeting that they had ahead of the crucial huddle with leaders of High Command. And we have the pictures, in fact, of the breakfast meeting as well. And those are the first set of visuals that you can see on your screens right now. And we'll be getting you those pictures of the breakfast meeting between Siddaramaiah, the outgoing Chief Minister, and CM designate Karnataka, DK Shivkumar. First pictures are going to be on your screens in just a few moments from now of the breakfast meeting, in a way, that was held between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar. Let's go back to Imran for more on this. Imran, breakfast meeting there. Things, it seems, are pretty well between both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar. It seems they are pretty comfortable with this power transition that's happening and happily enjoying the breakfast as well in the national capital along with other leaders. Imran? Okay, we'll try and reconnect with Imran in just a bit, but those are the first set of pictures that we have got for you at this point in time of the breakfast. In fact, we can say breakfast meeting with supporters of Siddaramaiah, and we have also learned that DK Shivkumar was also there. Let's go back to Imran for more on this. Imran, first visuals of Siddaramaiah's breakfast meeting.
Well, yes, Siddaramaiah's breakfast meeting visuals are there. In fact, entire cabinet, and there's a joke in the capital right now that most of the five-star hotels are occupied by people coming from Karnataka. Now, we see the latest visuals of the breakfast meeting which is happening between Siddaramaiah and his cabinet colleagues, their well-wishers and supporters, and this is just ahead of the meeting, which is supposed to crucial meeting to happen. And you see the party president in waiting, DP Satish Jarkioli is there in front of Siddaramaiah, and next to him H.C. Mahadevappa. There's also other people there, who are part of the Siddaramaiah's core team of cabinets there, all along having the breakfast meeting there. Intense political lobbying happening there over the cabinet position there. And you see, in a short while from now, the meeting is to start. First, the round of talks will happen between Siddaramaiah and also Randeep Surjewala and KC Venugopal, and then they will go to DK Shivkumar, sit with his list, and then they finalize with the ACC President Mallikarjun Kharge, and final blessings, and to get approval for it, they'll go with RG, and that this meeting likely to go on till late in the evening, what we're getting to know, and this process will, as I said, will go on till evening, and also only then they'll return is what we're getting to know. What we tomorrow 4-5 p.m. is the swearing-in ceremony, along with the Chief Minister. Several of the cabinet ministers, close to around 10 to 12, is likely to take oath, and most of the seniors who are part of the cabinet earlier will likely to get the same portfolios. One or two ministers wants a change, but many of them will retain the same portfolios. What we're getting to know from the party sources.
In a small correction there, this breakfast meeting that happened earlier was of Siddaramaiah and other leaders from Karnataka. DK Shivkumar wasn't there, and those are the first set of pictures, viewers, that we've got for you of this breakfast huddle ahead of the key meeting with the High Command. Karnataka MLAs joined Siddaramaiah for a breakfast this morning in the national capital, because it is indeed going to be a long day for all of them, as Imran mentioned. Let's now move on, and DK Shivkumar, on the other hand, has paid tribute to Gandhi family. In fact, he has put out a long post on X wherein he has thanked Gandhi family for his political journey, for trusting him in challenging times as well. And he has also acknowledged support by Gandhi family ahead of the mega swearing in tomorrow, ahead of the oath-taking ceremony tomorrow. The Chief Minister in waiting has gone all out to thank Gandhis. Not only did he pay tribute, but he also credited Gandhis for his rise. He has said, and I'm quoting him here, "The Gandhi family has played a defining role in my political journey, not merely through leadership, but through the faith they placed in me at different stages of my life." And this is what he has said. He's thanked Rajiv Gandhi. According to him, Rajiv Gandhi saw potential in a young worker even before he could see it in himself. Then he's thanked Sonia Gandhi as well for, trusting him and also for teaching him an important lesson in leadership. Then he goes on to thank Rahul Gandhi as well for his constant support as well as guidance. He's called Rahul Gandhi a constant source of guidance as well as inspiration. Then he has specifically tagged Priyanka Gandhi Vadra as well, and he has thanked her too. Let's go across to my colleague Imran for more on this. Imran, so there you have it, literally thanking the entire Gandhi family for his political career and also, for what he has managed to achieve in Karnataka. He's attributing this to Gandhi family.
Well, absolutely. I mean, he is always, D.K. Shivakumar has said that he's always indebted to Sonia Gandhi because when he was jailed, it was Sonia Gandhi who had come and met him. In fact, there's a very famous and viral video of D.K. Shivakumar, tearing up while reminiscing the days when he was alone in the jail, and it was the tallest leader of the Congress party, Sonia Gandhi, then who had come and met him, D.K. Shivakumar there in the jail, and he can never forget that, and he can never betray Gandhi family. He said that despite many pressures from the Enforcement Directorate, IT department, he didn't budge. In fact, he in one of the interviews to Times Now, he had said that he was even offered deputy CM post, but he refused to, since he wants to be loyal to the Sonia Gandhi. Now, as a CLP leader, now the CM designate, he's thanking the Gandhi family because in the party, it's their high command.
Thank you very much for the moment for joining us with your inputs on this, Imran. Let's now move on and shift